little bit of a slip up, and Giacomo will just have enough time to start one further racing lap. No pressure now from behind because the blue car that had been just a second down on the start finish line is now 3.4 seconds in arrears. It's actually a comfortable margin. It also looks there's no particular traffic on the circuit ahead of our race leader, of Giacomo Alto's Daniel Zampieri. The garage will be very, very happy indeed with that. Antonelli Motorsport. The pressure is off now for the two of them. There's Contiglione. Through turn 3 into turn 4, no doubt Kirchlich, just that loss of grip, the loss of traction. There it is on the replay. He was very close to fall on the outside of the circuit. As I said from the start race, drivers cut the corner. There are consequences. It's very unusual. They nearly get paid by a driver at the front end of the field, but he was pressing so hard, he really just was trying to close the gap down for a second to way less than that. So as the drivers go into their final lap, it's 3.4 seconds between the first and second. It's still in the thick of battle. Fabian Vettel is in 10th, Carlos David Collado tries to go around the outside with 33 cars in the right position when they get to turn 3. He's got the inside line into turn 3. There's the stop on the slides, he's trying to fight back in behind him, but looks fairly safe for now. So it looks like Simon Larson will he hold on to take victory in the Pro-Am class, because he has an advantage of 10.7 of a second over August McBeth. McBeth really making progress in the 46. Vincenzo Sospiri entry, but no such problems for a driver two-thirds of the way around the lap here at the Nurburgring. Victory will be going to Giacomo Alto. 3.8 seconds to start at the midpoint of this lap. So he's increasing his advantage. Drop down again before the chicane, but it doesn't matter. But all you have to do is not be too flamboyant through the chicane. Come out the other side and negotiate the final corner with no one in front and no one close enough behind to challenge. So victory will go to Giacomo Alto, building on the work done by Daniel Zampieri at the start of the race. Second place, Vito Contiglione. So it wasn't to be for him and his teammate Carol Bass, but a second today to follow up first yesterday. A good order point. And through third place, we're waiting for Niels Lagrange to come around the final corner. Waiting and waiting. Any moment now, he should be coming around in 26. Now, first and second in Pro-Am, they're running in 5th and 6th positions overall. Here comes Simon Larson. He looks like he's done enough to hold on from August McBeth, just 4th and 5th were very close indeed, because there's 3rd and 4th, Niels Lagrange just by 0.4 of a second, beating Kiko Galbiati. So there it is, lights flashing. Thank you very much. Well, don't flash them till he crosses the start finish line, but he's done just enough to take the Pro-Am class. Simon Larson delighted with that. We heard him talking to Dakota before the start of the race. He hangs on by the smallest margin, 0.4 of a second. Well done indeed to him. Waiting for Philip Martin to come through and win the AM class, but he has plenty of attention too. Rick Reuter still trying to gain places even into the final corner of the race. Number 7 trying to get round well number 66, which at the moment has Philippe Blasing at the wheel. That's the driver I was mentioning who should be going through to win the AM class, and he does by a whisker. Not for Breukers, because Breukers wasn't in the class, but he's managed to do that very well indeed. So 66. Philippe Blasing winning from Manuel Lauga. Davide Roda in the AM class. I haven't time to tell you who came 3rd in the Pro-Am class. It was Simon Larson from August McBeth and Lorenzo Bontempelli, who was in that battle. He dropped back a little bit just afterwards. Lamborghini Cup. Oh dear, right at the end, who's that? Is that Collado who's gone for a rotation? 33, trying to pick it out, but 61. Unfortunately for 61, that's Jack Bartels racing all on his own in the Lamborghini Cup class. Sorry, he's in the AM class, but he's not making it to finish the race. It looks as though the AM class winner will be Gareth Vanderhorst. He's crossed the line. Yes, he takes the honours there ahead of 94, Oliver Engelhardt. Third driver in the class was 28, Tim Richards, who started right down, at the tail of the field. There's just what we thought back between Giacomo Alto in the orange entry from Antonelli Motorsport, number 5, was going to go all the way to finish his battle with the 44, Vito Contiglione. Imperiali Racing entry.
The winner! The one in the orange car. It's Giacomo Alto.
They're the first 2 finishes, and a very good drive from Niels Lagrange and his teammate, 26 Lifer,
Italy.
Frederick Schandorf, come through to take the 3rd position on the podium.
Maybe because he is from Italy.
So a good, clean, tidy race there. We're on 41 races.
Hindi ko
It's
alam.
worth repeating that number. It's a huge number of cars to go and play on a circuit like this, and they made it look very easy indeed. So a very successful weekend here at the Nurburgring for the Lamborghini Super Trofeo. A lot of great racing time. Yes, they had far more incidents in the race, but today we had that wonderful hunting down of the race leader, but it didn't quite come to overall victory. For Vito Postilioni, they had to enjoy the delights of yesterday. Although saw the Postilioni car being flagged past the podium, maybe not. Maybe it's another car from Imperiale Racing, but what? Tony Pacioli, Giacomo Alto is there. He'll be joined shortly by the winning car by Daniel Zampieri. Delights, no doubt, for Antonelli Motorsport. The job very well done. There was a fair degree of confidence from Giacomo Alto. Here comes the Postilioni Carol Bass car. Obviously, a car went under the archway into the Parc Fermé. But let's go down. We've got Giacomo Alto. He's been caught below the podium, and he's been joined by Dakota.
A massive congratulations from second to first. I bet you're feeling really good about that after yesterday.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Daniel Zampieri did a great stint, a really great job. The car was really good. The setup was perfect, and I did also a good stint, and we win the race. I'm really happy.
Hey, Daniele.
I don't know, maybe he's in the bathroom, maybe I don't know. How is that?
Unbelievable. I'll let him give you a congratulations.
So Daniel Zampieri, slow in the paddock and the pit lane, but very quick on the track, and that's why that duo ended up as winners. So congratulations one teammate to another.
Wala, nasira yung
History in
kotse.
the bag here in the sunshine at the Nurburgring. Yeah. So Ken Space of delight from Antonelli Motorsport. It was a very, very good result from them there. Keeps their championship hopes ticking over very nicely indeed.
Ayun yung isang boyfriend ni Kim. Si Carol Bass.
Plenty of celebrations under the podium, then we'll get the drivers up onto the podium as we have the celebrations for overall.
May ganyan sa Daport, mahal.
Pro-Am for Am and the
Doon sa mismong Lambo.
as well. Cars are great in the sunshine here.
Yun ang
It's always
tanong.
a very, very popular race. People love to put them as much in the paddock as they like to see the race. And active spectators today looking at all the cars racing here at the Nurburgring under the watchful gaze power over Nurburgring Village. But 3.488 seconds was the gap at the end off that little slip up from Vito Postilioni. But Giacomo Alto, he's had everything covered. They can embrace victory, sharing that with Daniel Zampieri. Niels Lagrange, Frederick Chandler, they worked their way up the order. Very nicely indeed to take third place, but they were some distance away, and Chico Galviati very nearly wrestled third place from them on the final lap. Then a great little struggle between Simon Larson and Takashi Kasai to take the Pro-Am battle right the way to the finish of the race. And it just went the way.
What a race! Watching from the Philippines.
And we want to look back down the order to see the winner in the AM class, and it was Philip Larson. In fact, he's just on the screen there in 16th place overall, sharing with Andrei Lubendowski, beating Manuel Lutforin.
Pool has been pulled out from the race because of the car.
In the AM class. Top LC Cup finisher, Gerard van der Horst in 32nd position overall. Behind him, Oliver Engelhardt and Jim Richards. And as you can see, we got all but two of the drivers through to finish. We saw Joseph Carter having a spin near the end, and James Poole pulled into the pit, just pulled around the pit stop started. Couldn't tell you what the problem was with the car, so then he back into the garage. But still, a really great grid of cars. And here we have the challenge at the start of the race. Carol Bass down the inside, protecting his lead. As Daniel Zampieri at the better corner in many ways. Bass just prevailed. Then that pair pulled away from the rest behind. And as you can see, that was a bit of a scary moment for Axel Jeffries. And some fantastic side-by-side.
Nakalis dyan.
Dennis Lind just gets his
Nakalis
out
dyan.
of turn 12 with a head by turn 13. Up the hill into chicane, he held on to it, but was under a lot of pressure in the early stages of the race with Manuel Zonzini pushing very hard indeed. For some of the drivers, it was all quite regular stuff. That was trying to get up into the sky over the chicane, never recommended. While Carol Bass was the first of the front runners to make a pit stop to hand over to that man, Vito Postilioni. It was decided that Daniel Zampieri would continue as long as he possibly could. At the last moment that he came into the pit lane, he dived in to report to the Antonelli Motorsport pit area to hand over to Giacomo Alto. And then it was all eyes on the screen to see whether Postilioni powering down the start-finish straight would be in front by the time this car got up to speed down to the first corner. That's how close it was, but instead of blue ahead of orange, it was orange ahead of blue, but only just. So Giacomo Alto, with no heat in his tyres, had to really take a few risks through the first few corners of the track. Didn't throw it off, which is a good thing. You can see a few other drivers trying the hardest to throw it off. And then here was the battle, which was Niels Lagrange making progress, going past Simon Larson, moving up into third place. Larson would then fall one further position down, but he hung on right the way to the end to take class victory in the Pro-Am class. But there was the moment, with a handful of laps left, when the challenge for victory went wrong for Vito Postilioni. So he ended up in second place, 3.4 seconds down on the driver of the orange car, which Giacomo Alto scoring his third win of the campaign. And Alto, all smiles, greeting Zampieri down below the podium. Job very well done. As always, plenty of hubbub in the area behind the podium as the drivers share their race stories, the good luck stories, the bad luck stories, the frustrations, but also the great moves. So Carol Bass and Vito Postilioni second today, but they've got a 10-point lead over Giacomo Alto. So Alto closed that advantage. Continued excellence from Kiko Galbiati and Geoffrey Donada. Yet another good result for them. Fourth place, very nearly third. In the hunt and as the outside shot towards the title. So Frederick Schundorf leads out in third place. Niels Lagrange, I think they're rather pleased with that result. It was a very tidy performance from the pair of them. That was up from 8th from the grid, the third. Second place, Carol Bass comes out, and Vito Postilioni up on the top step. We're going to have to vacate that. It's not his day. It was yesterday. But Giacomo Alto and Daniel Zampieri, the stockier figure who comes out behind him, but very pleased with that win. Alto is now second in the championship and closing with that result. So the jaunty Italian national anthem for the race-winning team, Antonelli Motorsports, they enjoyed that very much indeed. Caps on, much as anything to keep the sun out of the driver's eyes up on the podium. It's a fantastic day here at Nurburgring. In September it may be, the sun still has heat in it. The cloud rolling yesterday, but high cloud today, much, much better. So time for the presentation of the trophies. Getting out to the first place crew, time-honored fashion. First of all, so 26. Pairing for Light Motorsport, here's with Frederick Schundorf from Denmark. Second place crew, Vito Postilioni and Carol Bass, Italian and Pole. And today's winners, both from Italian, Giacomo Alto and Daniel Zampieri.